Indigenous Rights Radio, because knowledge is power.
The world's largest indigenous gathering, the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, kicked off its 23rd session last week at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Until April 26th, Indigenous delegates will champion self-determination and sovereignty for their communities with a special focus on amplifying the voices of Indigenous youth. Cultural Survival has also attended the gatherings, interviewing Indigenous delegates about their priorities and their readiness to engage in high-level UN discussions.
Hamidakiapi, my name is Waniya Locke, Waniya Locke, Locke. My tribal affiliations, I'm Diné, I'm Lakota, Dakota, and I'm also Ashinabe, so I'm tri-tribal. But I was born and raised and grew up on Standing Rock. That's where my father is from, and that's where I was raised at. I'm currently independent. I'm grassroots. I'm not with an org. I really like being independent right in that status. But Dakota Access Pipeline has been in the forefront my North Star personally for the last 8 years, because I really want to actively shut it down. As people know, that we're the only Indigenous tribe to actually win a court case and say, like, yeah, this pipeline was illegally built. Yes, this pipeline is illegally operating, but we're going to continue to let it flow. So, like, it shows how the governing systems are so corrupt, because we could win a case and still not shut down the pipeline. Like, we're the only people that has ever happened to, right? Like, oh, you guys won, but no, you didn't. It's still flowing. So it's really funny, and it's really corrupt, and it's really impactful to us. So we had 200,000 plus comments submitted, a part of the NEPA process for the public comment periods by the Army Corps of Engineers. And so I was really thankful for that, because, those comments were such a small community, but we were a global-led movement in 2016. So I was really thankful for all those comments that made it in to shut down Dakota Access Pipeline on our behalf. And considering that we're such a relatively small community globally is what I'm referencing, because we're also the third largest tribe within so-called the United States. So we're really thankful for everyone that submitted those comments on our behalf. We're really thankful for that. We're currently in the NEPA process. So the Army Corps of Engineers, we just know that they're going to come out with a decision in 2024, this coming year. And so we're all on pins and needles, and we're waiting for that decision to be made. And when the time comes, once that decision is made, and what type of action we're going to take as grassroots people, but also trying to support the tribes in their endeavors throughout the court process for them. And so we're just on pins and needles, currently waiting for this decision to be made. So continue those prayers, continue spreading awareness about Dakota Access Pipeline. That's why we brought Standing Rock Youth Council to the United Nations. They gave an intervention yesterday. It was really powerful. It was on the impacts of Dakota Access Pipeline and how it's directly impacting our community. But they also gave the second part on slap suits that are coming from the aftermath of the camps that were created and us imposing big fossil fuel industry, and the slap suits that are coming after us and our allies. So their intervention was really powerful. So it was really powerful, and I'm really thankful that they had this opportunity, and I was given this opportunity by Indigenous Environmental Network for being a part of this. And that's where we're currently at right now.
For more on the rights of Indigenous peoples, visit cs.org and follow Cultural Survival on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.